Hello everyone. I'm going to make a video, vinyl finds of all kinds. And what started this, I've always collected records. I weeded my collection way down and way down, I mean, but I started really getting back into it. And what I decided I was going to do when I got back into it, I never completely got out of it, but really back into it. And I decided I was going to stay at $10 and under for everything I buy. Now, there's a couple exceptions. I've bought one or two new albums, but very few. So, pretty much everything, not pretty much everything that I'm going to show today is $10 and under, and most of them quite a bit under. And I wanted to go rock, country, some metal, some miscellaneous, punk, all kinds of things. And these are records that I searched for. I enjoy searching for records. So it isn't, I just got lucky and hit a garage sale and someone gave me records for $1. These are all I went out and hunted for, which I enjoy doing. And I know there's been a lot, inflation and people kind of freaking out about the cost of new records and all that. And I just kind of got away from that and got back into what I enjoy is buying old records. So I'm going to start showing some of them and talking less here. So the first one I'm going to show is this Tex Ritter Blood on the Saddle, which I first, just the cover drew me to this record. And I said, I like cowboys. This looks very interesting. Even though I'm not a huge country fan, this album is awesome. Awesome. Spoiler, everyone dies. It's dark, but it is a great album. I'm going to go as far as say great. So that's number one. Number two, it's Dwayne Eddy. I think this is the stereo copy, which I've uploaded a video before of a song from this, and this is a great album. But this was in a Salvation Army. It was like $2 or something. Good, maybe it was Goodwill. I can't remember. But anyway, super clean. So I just added that. Sticking on country, I'm going to say, like I said, I'm not a huge country fan, but I like some of it, and I like cowboy songs. This Willie Nelson record, Redheaded Stranger, again, it's just Willie and his acoustic guitar, no band, tells the story of the redheaded stranger, getting dark. Willie's best album by a long shot. It's not even close. This album is just killer, no filler. This, even if you're not a country fan, this is a good album. Like I said, I'm not a huge country fan. I like kind of old school, a lot of acoustic stuff, mellow, things like that. Another one, album that, this is an original from, I want to say 1957 on Decca. Super clean. Found this. Um, the cover really drew me in when I saw this beautiful cover. And I said, oh, that's interesting. This is a really good album. It's like Calypso reggae. I want to say from 57. I love the guitar sound on this. Um, really nice shape. This was a good find. That was $5. One I just picked up, Louis Jordan, really cheap. I mean, really cheap. Big influence on, Chuck Berry and a lot of the early rockers. So this one, Garage Rock, the head coats, and what did not know this at all. I still haven't played it. I saw it and it reminded me of the Sherlock Holmes in the back, but I don't know if that's not just a blow up of the guys. But I haven't played this yet, Garage Rock, but I'm pretty happy to find that. I don't even think this looked like it was never even played. It's got other releases, Portland, Maine's The Brood. So that was maybe $5, I think. I'm gonna mix some of these up. Okay, these um another super one. I was super stoked. Blind by. I just fight the glare in here. This album rocks. They only had two albums. Um, Stiff Records, highly accented. It's like punk, rock and roll. But this, it reminds me of the Dropkick Murphys, but of course this was 1980, 79 or 80 right in there. So, they might have been an influence, but this is never heard this before until I bought it. Stoked to have that. Move into some hard rock. No, now this Alice Cooper, and this is the cover that got banned. What is this on? So that was, and I had this album, so that was an upgrade, but it was the original cover, and it was in really good shape. That was that might have been $10 at the most. Now there's some blues records that show. These three Muddy Waters were all sealed. I bought four of these. One was, I think, Lightning Hopkins, but I think these three I pulled out were all Muddy Waters. And I don't know if that'll show with the glare. They were all sealed. I opened them because I wanted to play them. I don't really care about sealed records, but it's got the old Bangor, Maine record shop. So open those. Those were $2.97 a piece. You got three of those. There was another one, like I said, there's another one which I think was Lightning Hopkins. But I don't want to pull out too many records. I'm trying to kind of mix it up, not make this too long. But here's another Tex Ritter that I just got that was another cowboy one, the dark rainbow capital. So I haven't played that yet. I just got that. The Nat second album, we only had two. I've never heard this whole thing. I've heard a couple songs off this. I know it's not anywhere near as good as their first album, but I wanted, and it was really cheap, another like $2 album. But I just think it's sharp, the pink around the Capitol label. So I think that looks sharp. Classic rock, Moth the Hoople. Again, an album I have, but this album was just in such good condition and it was cheap. And my cover is not in this good condition. So, and I do love Moth the Hoople. Okay. Completely different. The Shadow. I have a huge collection. That's why I upload them on these channels of these old radio programs. A lot of Sherlock Holmes, but this was one of those. dollar or two records. You can see it's really good condition. Whoever usually bought these, um, it's pretty easy to find these kind of things for really cheap, and I'm a big fan of these radio plays. And back to some, oh, this was, okay, Blondie's Parallel Lines. Of course, I had this, Blondie's best record by far. Um, but what was interesting about this was a still sealed original copy, no barcode, from whenever this 78. I opened it again, it was sealed, and I said, um, so that replaced the one that I had. But I mean, that was a find, and that was like $8. All right, mix it up with some hard rock. Now, Kiss Alive. Kiss's first three albums is by far their best. I love the first three albums. After that, this was in really good shape. It was um, $10. Has the inserts and stuff. The records are really good. The cover, a little bit of ring wear, but it's overall. But on the back, it had a little bit of damage. That's why it was cheap. And I put these Kiss stickers on, covered it up, and I think I like the way it looks. I also found a double platinum in really good shape for $1. I went through some dollar place that had dollar records, and in that was Blue Oyster Cult's first album for $1. And it had, again, I put the Blue Oyster Cult logo thing on there because the cover had a little bit of damage, but I said I like the way that looked. I just printed it and put that on there. So for $1, plays really nice. Some comps. I don't want this to be too long. These stomping comps and a blues R&B. I just like the cover, how that's done. What we got down here, hard rock. But I'll mix this up. Again, everything that I'm showing, I've bought in Maine over the winter. We haven't traveled anywhere, so this is all local stuff. Um, Hard rock, all genres I've bought. But these, again, radio dramas were $1 a piece. I haven't played these yet. I have a big collection of um, old radio, spoken word, plays, and all that. It's one of my. All right, a couple more just so this doesn't drag on. Rhythm and blues. This is a really good album. Again, really cheap. R&B, early blues. Um, just a really good album. Go back to a little bit of punk. There's a few 45s I want to show too. This is from 78, Battered Wives, Canadian punk, really good condition. So a few 45s, so this doesn't. I love the Ventures, some Japanese picture sleeve Ventures. Again, a little bit of wear, but nice overall shape. Records are in good shape. And then this one, show up. That's going to go in my a different collection. Jack Scott is really good. Um, okay, some old garage rock from the 60s, the Rock and Ramrods. Don't Fool with Fu Manchu, which is a good tune. Really nice shape. Backed with Tears, Melt the Stones. Again, this is really nice shape. This was a reissue, Sunday's Chocolate Watch Band. Oh, it was another one I wanted to show. The punk. Maybe I forgot to bring it up. Yep, I guess I did. I had some more punk stuff I was gonna show. Fiction Sleep 45s, but um and just show some metal. Okay. Obviously that's a record I had, but I found a copy for $1 of the album, and the album was in the wrong record. It was in a dollar record, but it had, and then I had a cover with a beater record. Again, was cheap, so I mixed and matched. So a Master of Reality, probably for $2. All right, we're at 60. Yeah, I'll show a few more with the heck. So some Bo Diddley, which I bought this, and then I realized I already had it. But the copy that I bought was better condition than the one I had. All right, this was sealed, and I love comps, so I have not played this yet. I just opened it. It's local Boston bands. These are hit or miss, but sometimes you find some hidden gems on these. Another garage rock, juveniles. Again, I don't. Whoever played these didn't play them very much. I'll tell you that. Triumph, which I'd gotten rid of almost all my Triumph albums. So I said, you know what? Really cheap. Gonna get that back. Really good condition. One I bought for the cover, but it's Val's Bolero, which is really good. And it's a great cover. London Philharmonic, and it's The Sorcerer's Apprentice and Bolero, which I really like. But again, the cover's worth it. That was another one of those $1, maybe. Of course, I had this, but this was in the dollar records. So I just picked it up. Except, again, album that I had, but I got it for $10. And the this so this is the copy that I had for years and years that had some wear. I didn't bring the one that I bought for $10 was in excellent shape, had the insert, everything. So that's in the collection, but I just pulled this one because this that one replaced this one, but it was $10. So UFO. I bought so many. Um, I just wanted to mix up genres. And again, this is an album I had. Robin Trower's Bridges Size. This is his best album. This album's great. But the cover was in such good condition, other than a little sticker, and mine wasn't. I mean, this is in plus shape. So I picked that up, stomping the blues, stomping, and so it's about a little over 20 minutes. So anyway, I wanted to just join the record fun because I love records collecting all my life, and I'm like a lot of people. I just don't want to pay $50 for records anymore. You know, I know they're this niche product, and people, a lot of that, a lot of albums now at 45 RPM, so they put two or three songs on the side instead of putting five at 33. It's just all the extras. Like, I just don't care. I don't want to pay 50, $60 a record anymore when there's so many good records for $10 and under. And I've had no trouble. Again, I like to hunt. I go in every little corner you can go, every little thrift store, flea market, anything like that. Bring the wife. I mean, we like to do that. She helps me find stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to, join the world of cheap vinyl fun. Peace.